Hey comrade, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to dive deep into something which is simple but incredibly powerful, the URL. Now you may ask why. See, because understanding URL is the key to unlocking treasure trove of hacking techniques. Stay tuned because by the end of this video, you will see URL in a whole new light. First of all, let us see what we are going to learn throughout this video. The first thing we are going to see is the importance of understanding URL. Secondly, we will see breaking down URL. And thereafter, we will look at common URL manipulation technique and we will demonstrate it too. And at last, we'll conclude this video. So let us begin. So, why are URLs so important for hackers? URLs or uniform resource locator are the web addresses you use every day to access websites. But beyond being just addresses, they are gateways for endless opportunities for both ethical and malicious hacking. Understanding how URLs work can help you identify vulnerabilities, execute attacks, and ultimately protect against threats. For example, consider URL manipulation techniques like SQL injection or cross-site scripting. These exploits often start with simple URL. Hackers can modify parts of the URL to gain unauthorized access to databases or inject malicious script. By mastering the entry CSS of URL, you are one step closer to becoming a proficient hacker. Now let us break down typical URL. I have taken example of www.example.com and here you can see this is the URL. Now we will break it down. So the first part you see HTTPS, it is called a scheme or you can even call it a protocol. Okay, it is set of those roles defined through which data is transferred over the internet. Now HTTPS is a one part, it can be HTTP, it can be FTP. There are lots of protocols. Okay, now the second is www.example.com. This is known as domain. In domain also you can break it down into three parts. The first one is known as the top level domain. You will come to know about it when you will study about DNS. So it is known as TLD, which is .com. The second example, it is known as secondary level domain. In short, we call it SLD. And the last, or you can say first to www, which is known as subdomain. At the place of www, it can be shop.example.com or blog.example.com. It will be known as subdomain. Now, after domain, we come to 8080. What is this? This is a port. Port can range from 0 to 65,535, which we have discussed in our previous video. So it is a port. Okay. Thereafter, from / to resource, this is a path to resource on that particular server which we are accessing. Now from question mark to 1 to 3, this is query. This is a string of key value pair used to pass data to the server. Now at last we have fragment. This points to a specific part of resource. Now let us summarize it. The first one HTTPS, it is known as a protocol. Thereafter we have a domain from www.example.com and we have this can be divided further into three parts. .com is known as top level domain. Thereafter it is example is known as SLD, secondary level domain, and www is known as subdomain. At the place of www we can have a blog, for example blog.example.com or shop.example.com, in which blog and shop are subdomain. Okay. Thereafter we have bot, and it's not necessary that in every URL you are going to find bot. Sometimes it is omitted. And thereafter we have path to resource. Thereafter we have a query, and at last we have fragment. So guys, now let us move to the next segment, which is common URL manipulation and its demonstration. For that, I would like to tell you that URL can only be sent over the internet using the ASCII character set. Since URL often contain character outside the ASCII set, they need to be converted into a valid ASCII format. This is where URL encoding comes in. URL need to be imported and decoded while moving on the internet. Okay, so let us demonstrate some of the manipulation technique. So it is a hacker 101 CTF. Now, if you don't know CTF, it is a capture the flag. It is kind of a game. If you don't know about this, then we have to find the flag in this. Now, what is flag? There is a string written within flag. We have to find that. Now, this is the site we are set to. So we have to find it. Now we will try to do it using URL manipulation. Okay. So first of all, if we inspect this page, then we can see that there is a HTML code, and in HTML code you can see there is a background image, and URL of background image is background.png. Okay, then we can see that there is a path of background.png image. So what if we add path to background.png, which we saw right now? Now this part of the website was not supposed to be seen by us, which we have saw. So this is a bit for us. Okay guys, now let us move to another example. It is for file path traversal, and it is also kind of CTF, but in this we are not going to find flag, but instead of that we are going further ahead and we will try to access those files which we are not supposed to. For example, let me navigate to my Kali Linux, and it is my terminal. Okay, and a terminal and navigating to download folder. Okay, and here I am going to serve my this particular directory on my local host. So first of all, again let me navigate to download directory. Okay, now I'll serve it using Python module, Python 3 module in on it is a HTTP server and at port number 8080. Okay. So it is being served now, and if I go here and type localhost at port number 8080 and press enter, now you can see that I have, if I come back and press ls over here, you can see I have 4 files over here. Here is also 4 files. Okay. Now the thing is that since I'm serving my download folder over here, download directory over here, I can't go back to from this particular localhost server or this particular website. You can say from my localhost, I can't go back to home or I can't go to root. Now, if you can access root from this particular server or a website, then that is something which you are not supposed to access. Okay. Now we will try to access it in this particular example. So here we are. Now if you take a look at it, we have a link over here. If we click it, now we are in public. Now let us take a look back at Linux. In Linux, if we press dot dot, we can just go back. For example, right now I was in my codex and now I am okay. And if again I press dot dot, I'll go back to my root folder. So I hope to understand that we just move backward to our parent directory. Now similarly to that, right now we are in public and we have to go back. Now to go back, we can press dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash, and from there we will go to etc, and from etc to password, which is PASSWA. Don't think that my password spelling is wrong, because if you go in Linux and you check out in etc password spelling is this. It is a short form. Okay? And if we press enter, its value will be wrong if I am not wrong. Sorry, we cannot. It cannot get etc password. Why? Because it is not in imported format. Now you may ask that in previous example which we saw, we wrote background.png. It was also not in imported format. See, if we type background.png over here and import it, still the value is background.png, so it has no impact. So now let us do this dot dot slash dot dot forward slash dot dot forward slash etc slash PASSWD, and if we import it, this is what we get. So just copy it and we'll move back here, and we will just remove this section and paste. So guys, we can see that we have successfully performed file path traversal, and we were not supposed to access this file, but still we accessed the password file which we were not supposed to access. And that's it for today's video, guys. Today we have covered the secrets hidden within URLs. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. If you have any query, please comment down in the comment box, and see you in next video, guys. Happy hacking.